Psychiatrist hired to examine convicted serial killer Anthony Kirkland's brain says his violent behavior may have been caused by the disease that's in football players and war veterans. The prosecution put those claims and the doctor under a microscope today. Local 12's Anjanette Levy is live at the Hamilton County Courthouse with the testimony and also the condition. Anjanette.
Well, Cammie, Anthony Kirkland hopes that this psychiatrist's testimony will convince these jurors to send him to prison for the rest of his life and not back to death row. Dr. Joseph Wu said that Kirkland's behavior changed dramatically after he fell off of a bicycle in 2004, but the prosecution calls those claims bogus.
Isn't it a fact that he was exhibiting extremely violent behavior well before 2004?
That's true.
The assistant prosecutor pointed out that Anthony Kirkland killed a woman and set her on fire in 1987. Dr. Joseph Wu is a psychiatrist, not a radiologist trained to read brain scans. He's testified in more than 200 cases, always for the defense.
Would you agree that a considerable portion of the people in your field consider you a charlatan who will say or do anything for a few bucks?
I would be very disinclined to believe that to be true.
Dr. Wu defended his findings and claims Anthony Kirkland might suffer from CTE, a disorder that affects war veterans and football players like Aaron Hernandez. It's caused by repeated blows to the head. It can also make people impulsive and aggressive.
He has a pattern very consistent with other individuals who've had sustained multiple traumatic brain injuries and who are at high risk for CTE.
But another doctor from Ohio State who examined the brain scan for the prosecution said that everything looked fine.
Anything that would indicate to you that he was suffering from some traumatic brain injury?
I did not.
All right. Would you consider this a normal PET brain scan?
Yes.
Now, the interesting thing about CTE is that a person can't be tested for it until after they've died because the brain has to be kind of sliced up and those pieces need to be put under a microscope in order to look for it. Now, the prosecution pointed out today that Anthony Kirkland's mother had told a defense investigator that her son's behavior changed in 2004 because he started hanging out with some older men and drinking and using drugs and emulating their behavior. Testimony resumes tomorrow morning, and we'll be here reporting live at the Hamilton County Courthouse. Anjanette Levy, Local 12 News. Cammie, back to you.
All right, Anjanette, thank you. And you can watch that testimony each morning. It's streaming on local12.com.